This week, Mayo High School students are picking up their schedules. The next 2 weeks, there will be back-to-school workshops. Then on September 6th, students will head back to the classroom. KIMT News 3's Alex Dieterer spoke with some Mayo High School teachers ahead of the start of the school year.
Students are getting ready to close down Zoom and head back to the classroom, and their teachers couldn't be more excited. Mayo High School is a full in-person school. There is also RPS Online School, which is a separate virtual option for students. Cassie Newman, a school counselor at Mayo, says over the last 2 years of the pandemic, they were all trying to react to students' needs, but they were constantly changing.
It's hard to find a rhythm. It just changed so often, and so it was just kind of difficult to maintain any sort of consistency, I feel like.
The pivoting has been hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yep.
Teachers and students alike were constantly waiting for something to happen over the last 2 years, like moving to distance learning or if and when a mandate was going to be lifted.
I think that one thing that COVID has taken from a lot of us is our ability to be our best selves. And so it's hard to build those solid connections and relationships. I mean, even as adults, when we don't always feel like we're functioning at our best.
Mayo teachers say they are all looking forward to creating those relationships with their students that have been more difficult to make over the past couple of years with such constant changes happening.
I think we only had 8 days of distance learning last year, but having that second consecutive year, virtually, it's nice to see them in person and for them to be able to interact with their peers and staff in person, because it's much easier for me to make a connection with students when we're face to face.
And the teachers wanted to add a little bit of advice for students before making that back to school transition.
Start going to bed earlier.
Come ready to learn.
It's recommended to start going to sleep about 15 minutes earlier and waking up about 15 minutes earlier in order to get ready for that transition. In Rochester, Alex Dieterer, KIMT News 3.
A reminder that this fall, Rochester Public Schools have adjusted start and end times to its school days.